my top 5 reasons for being a traveling SLP. And hi, my name's Julia. I've been a traveling speech-language pathologist since 2010. I've worked all over the US, I've made a ton of money doing travel, and used the flexibility to travel to take a lot of time off to travel the world. So in a career that spanned over a decade, here are my 5 top reasons to be a speech-language pathologist traveler, and I'll start with number 5. Number 5 is avoiding all the workplace drama. I love that I'm never sucked into the negatives of really working at a place. I get to work at a place for 13 weeks and leave. It's like I enjoy every place I work and don't really get sucked into that negative drama of it. Number 4 is the independence and authenticity I've gained as a person. Through travel, and especially traveling solo, I've learned and come to terms and have confidence in who I am. When I started traveling all those years ago, I am not the person you see on film today. I was a very timid and afraid and kind of shy person. I've been able to come out of my shell, not necessarily in an extroverted way, I'm very introverted, but I've just been able to be confident in who I am and be independent and be sure of myself and know that I can take care of myself and I'm independent and a strong person, and I've gained that through my travel experience, and that's something you can never take away from me. And number 4 is the flexibility to work in different settings. I love so many different settings as an SLP, and I love that I can work acute care, then I could work a home health contract, then I could work an outpatient contract, and I get to do all that like over the course of 1 year. I love the flexibility of switching settings as a traveler. I never get bored, and that's great because my mind is always racing. Like I kind of need to be challenged a lot, and travel therapy really challenges me. Number 2, it's the freedom that being a traveling therapist has given me. As a perm employee, you might get like 10 days of PTO a year. As a traveling therapist, you could work one job, then take the rest of the year off. And I've done that. I've earned big money through taking one travel contract, then I've freelanced other skills I have to take the rest of the year off. I've traveled the world before I was basically 35 years old. I've been to so many places across the US, across the world, and all this flexibility and freedom is because I was a traveling therapist. And finally, you might have guessed it, but the number 1 reason I love being a traveling SLP is the money. And it's not the money in the sense that I get to buy things, but it's the money in the sense that it gives me money to buy my time and freedom. Because I make a lot of money being a travel SLP at one contract, like for instance, the last contract I worked, I made about $10,000 a month after taxes. Like that was after all the taxes were paid. I was making about $10K a month. I got to use that money to, of course, fund my travel assignment, but then keep it and use it to not work for like months after I was done with the job. So yes, I love the money that travel SLP has given me, not only because I can afford a nice apartment and I have a car that runs and all those good things, but I also get to have all this freedom and flexibility in my life that money has bought me. So if you're a traveling SLP, tell me what you love about being a travel SLP. And if you're thinking about travel SLP, let me know in the comments. Check out all the links I have. Subscribe to my channel. I'm so happy you're here.